We keeps it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa, so come on in and feel some tea. Join the Kourtney family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first.
Hey, you guys, we are back. We're back. So let's do the intro.
What's going on, co-ed camp folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney, and I'm Eddie, aka E12. This is my lovely Nubian wife.
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Kourtney, and this channel is all about relationship reviews, entertainment. It's all about rants and joke night. We are bringing you the final episode of the season of Love Is Blind.
Yep. So if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Kick it. Make sure you like it, comment, and
Don't
subscribe.
kick it now. We ain't gonna be buying out on the computer, does it? Mama, why you kicking the computer?
And y'all, if this sometimes kind of lags behind, it is not us. It is StreamYard. So sometimes StreamYard just be doing what StreamYard do. So on that note, you guys, like I said, comment down below. And thank y'all so much for y'all well wishes and everything. So I was on my follow-up appointment today. And so everything will be going out smooth. So for those that don't know, I had this little incision right here. So I try to hide it sometimes, but it looks so much better now that they've removed the tape and everything. But I had a thyroidectomy. Yeah, a thyroid removal on the left side. So but yeah, and I had some nodules and everything, and thank God they told me today that it's what?
Why not? Why not?
It's not cancerous. That's
what I was trying to say. Why not? Benign.
She didn't say that though.
Well, I know, yeah. That's the terminology for it.
But so it's not cancerous, so thank God for that. But yeah, so I'm on the road to getting my full vocals back very soon.
Yeah, so they'll be out there spreading rumors that I chopped in the throat. I ain't chopping no throat.
Ain't chopping in no throat. All right, so y'all, let's get into this hot mess. They don't wasted our time.
Straight hot BS, man. All of those women. Oh man, I know they're getting a lot of hate mail. I know they are.
So y'all know we can fast forward all the other stuff, go straight into did they say yes or no. But I did want to just kind of point out some things when they was with their girlfriends and the guys with the guys and all this stuff, having a bachelor or bachelorette party or whatever. So Megan was having her party and stuff like that. And one of her friends was said, will you say yes? But I think the friend was saying, you done fell in love with the child. Like you done fell in love with the idea of the child and stuff like that or whatever. So she wasn't sure if she is in love or like she wanted to, had a wedding.
Yeah. And the thing, another friend of hers said something about, your lifestyle is gonna be changed. Are you willing to compromise your lifestyle? You know how we roll, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, why she didn't realize that in the pause. You know what I'm saying? Because he told her it's gonna be difficult, being with him. And when I guess one of her friends kind of tell her that was her confirmation. Like, dang, y'all right. I can't go out to brunch with y'all because I gotta change diapers and stuff. And I gotta do this with the child, and y'all out there on Delta first class flying to vacation. I'm stuck here babysitting, picking a child that not even mine from school. So I'm assuming she went home and thought about all of that, man.
They also show Ollie where is it Ollie? It don't even
It doesn't matter. Don't you like the rock? You know who it doesn't matter what your name is.
So she was with her bougie friends and stuff, and they was up there counting that man pockets and stuff. And so Allie was like, well, he makes really good money. And then
he's a truck driver, right?
Well, good money, And so they was like, so I think one of them says he got potential, and but I don't want him. Allie was Olive. I don't know why I forgot the girl name. Allie,
Allie.
she really and truly don't want him to be no truck driver forever. Like, no, we're not finna do that. He was talking about opening up a barbershop or something like that, but he got to do more.
Then her friends say, "Ooh, you getting married? We getting divorced." You know what I'm saying? Both of her friends were saying that. Then she said, "Ooh, let me find some married friends." In that instant, when her close friends,
She said they got to find some marriage.
she said she got to find some married friends, and in that instant, when her friends said they were getting divorced and she getting married, and those your close friends,
Right.
that's gonna be a conflict of interest right there. Cause they divorced, living a single life. Now you married. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, she thought about all that, and then she thought about the money, like you said. He's a truck driver. He's not gonna get the money that I want him to get. And it's just like, yeah, we kind of knew she was a gold digger. Even Anton said that.
So Anton did say to his fellas, yeah, she
I
don't
mean,
work. I mean, no, he said she don't clean, she don't cook, and she bad with finances. But I'm gonna say yeah.
yeah, he said, no, yeah, he said, yeah, she's high maintenance. Yeah, but he said, I gotta take a leap of faith, and that's what he wanted.
So speaking of, let's talk about their wedding. She said, "What?" No, he said, "I do." He wanted to stay married. He wanted to be married to her, and she said, I
I
don't.
can't be your
No,
wife. He said, what the hell you mean you can't be my wife?
he didn't say that.
No, but you should have. And she just started, she broke down, started crying. I'm thinking to myself, why is she crying? You know what
She
I'm saying?
said that she fell in love with him in the pods, and he not the same person outside of the pods.
Me personally, like I said last video, I just think she was reaching for an excuse to say no. And my thing is, I think she always knew she was gonna say no, and I just thought she should have just kind of like not even get up there and had the wedding, in my opinion. But like you said, maybe she just wanted the wedding and get up there and say no.
Yeah,
You know.
I'm trying to play with this. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, so I'm just like, come on, Ollie, you know what I'm saying? You knew you was gonna say no from the get-go. And you always had you would say, oh, he's drinking too much, he partying too much. You go on by what his friends were saying. What did you see? I didn't see him going to no parties.
Yeah.
Now he might have a beer here and there, but I didn't see him going out in the middle of the night partying.
Right.
So I just think she was reaching.
Yeah. So probably so. Okay. So now let's move on to
Why you gotta try to hide my stomach?
well, hey, you should be happy. So that's them. And she falling out on her knees crying, and oh my gosh, and I feel so bad, and even had the little girl crying. I said, why the little girl crying?
Yeah.
So she dropped to her knees and all that stuff, whatever. She was telling, and I'm sorry, I was so focused on this. So baby, you probably said this, so please forgive me. But she was just, one of his friends said, that cold-hearted effing B.
That's who I wanted them to interview.
Where she at?
They should have interviewed that friend right there. I was like, ooh, I was one time, bring the smoke, baby. Just bring the smoke. But she's like, that's a ride or die for you. That's a cold-blooded, hearted SOB or something she said. That's what I'm talking. That's the kind of friends I need.
She said F and B.
Yeah.
So she said it.
Then Ollie's friend said, but yeah, you might didn't get married, but oh, you look gorgeous in that dress.
That's all she wanted.
That's all she wanted. And she just started smiling after that.
Wanted. You was like, why do they go to this part? Because they want to do the whole dress up. I know some of y'all say, well, they gotta pay if they don't do all that. Some of them cut out early, so you know what I'm saying. But yeah, some of them ladies that know they gonna say no. Oh, I want to experience the dress. I want to walk down the aisle. I want to be the bride. I want to see what it feel like. So all of that stuff. But yeah, so Allie was saying whatever, child. She was saying, yeah, the drinking, the party, and the health condition, and all that stuff. Whatever.
I said, come on, why are you reaching? You just said, you wasn't. He didn't make enough money for you. Basically, that's what it was. He didn't make enough money for you.
And so, they talked to him, and he, he was hurt. He
Mm.
was hurt. I see he was eating that food. I said, oh yeah, he finna show enough drink and eat now, honey.
Man, I hope he don't come to the reunion 500 pounds. Anton, what happened? Man, I had to eat out my grief, man. I had to eat, man. I was grieving, man. Some people like what they call it, grief eating.
Oh yeah, they do that.
Yeah,
Um,
I do it.
and so and so he said that it sucks. Like he was like, it sucks, and he was getting choked up and stuff. So now let's move on to the next one.
Oh, KB. Ooh, man, go ahead.
So KB and Edmond, KB mom couldn't make it, which I found that to be like,
KB
girl,
or Edmond?
I'm sorry, Edmond.
Mm.
Edmond mama couldn't make it. And I'm like, man, why in the heck his mama couldn't make it? I don't care what you got to do. You got to be there for your son.
Maybe she knew something we didn't know.
Regardless, to the point, you should have been there for your
I
son.
get it.
But the fact too, it seems like the mama could be flaky like that. Remember,
She gave him up.
yeah, she gave him up,
yeah.
and as he say, his teacher, 5th grade teacher, came in there
yeah.
to even feed him.
Mhm.
And so yeah, she couldn't be there, but KB mama came in there, and KB was like, man, my mama loves him.
You know, that's what. See, go ahead.
No, go ahead, baby.
No, see, this was really irritated me about this episode. You get all these people in your family to get to know this person, get used to this person, fall in love with this person, and like you said, maybe KB mom looked at Elman as something that KB needed. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, somebody's nice that's trying to do something with their life. Maybe she dealt with a lot of bombs, and that's why she's not married right now. Who knows? And that's when KB mom went to talk to Edmond, you can kind of tell she was being genuine with Edmond. You know what I'm saying? But
even when his mama couldn't be there, she was like, well, some people make choices and stuff like that, and but that's okay. Don't let that ruin your day. This your day.
And when she said that, I felt like she was stepping up to fill that role as Edmond's mom. You know what I'm saying? And KB being selfish, but go ahead.
And Edmond was just saying, he thanked God for KB. He really and truly, I love her. And y'all, when that 5th grade teacher, I found the white girl when that light.
See, when you did that, I started to laugh. Then when I found out who she was, I said, see, you can't say that to her, man.
Well, no, I knew she was a teacher. Say that on screen.
No, I knew she, but still, you know what the teacher meant to him.
Oh,
you know
it still don't matter. I found the white girl. Say that still don't change things. Still don't change things.
Yeah, so every time a man get around a white woman,
I found the white girl. So yes. But anyway, so we know that they wasn't, on that level, but she was more of a mother figure to Edmond. And he was like, Edmond seems like when he's appreciative of somebody, he gonna say it over and over. So he was just saying, man, I appreciate you so much. She was like, you changed my life. You even changed the way I even became, I guess, her teaching, the way she taught children after him, because he was always dancing and doing stuff. And she was like,
sounded like he was a hyperactive.
Yeah, can't sit down and stuff like that. But she learned to do that for her other kids, is to teach them even while they moving around.
Edmond, brother, you lucky you didn't go to my school. My teacher would throw a shoe at your behind. Sit your I went to a hood school, boy.
Before you said that, I was thinking in my head somebody throwing a shoe at somebody.
Sit your butt down. Oh, I know, but no, that's why. No, I ain't say that, but that's my teacher would have said that.
Oh yeah,
it was. God, my teachers, man, they didn't play. Sit your butt down. You back there dancing, disturbing the classroom. What's wrong with you, boy?
I know that's right.
I'll give you some light quick.
So yeah, they were sitting there having a moment. KB was like, man, KB was saying, I love him. That's my baby. That's my baby. I love Edmond. Oh, that's my boo, Lee baby. Oh, that's my baby. Yeah. She walked down the aisle and he was like, oh, you look so beautiful. She said, you look handsome. And I don't know, I think she may have asked him for a hug. And
she did. And to be honest with you,
you knew that.
When she asked for the hug, I said, okay. It's gonna go sideways. It's like the hug of death. You know what I'm saying?
And so she was like, oh, you look so good. So of course they said they vows, and Edmond said, I do. And she said, no, I'm sorry. Well, you know how they got to tease us, right? them ladies be shaking their head when they go to
Cause
shaking their head.
Ollie when they asked her, and she didn't say a word, but I can see her head slightly shake like side to side. I said, yeah, she gonna say no. Her
And,
body language is giving away.
and KB did that. And
Yeah,
Edmond like, no, before she even said it, he
yeah,
went,
he knew.
no. It was like
Dramatic.
a superhero movie or something.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm saying to myself, I said, KB, what's your what's your thought process with this? You know, you walk down the aisle, you tell this man, my man, I love you so much, you changed me, yada yada yada. Your mom loved this guy, and you know, what's the thought process with this? You know what I'm saying? You know, you wasn't fully invested. That's what it was, or you wasn't sure. And my thing is, if you wasn't sure at this moment, maybe you should have kind of pulled Edmond to the side before you walked down the aisle and told him. You know what I'm saying? You know, unless production made you walk down there because they need to film a wedding scene.
Right. You know, I really and truly give props to those that didn't make it to the altar
Right.
that said no.
I do.
Nick was like Nick and the other girl,
Mhm.
Annie, and then you got Joe and Madison. I prop the guys for bowing out early.
Yeah, don't
Now
take people through all that.
the ladies, they probably wanted they,
The
wedding dress and all that stuff, whatever. But the guys was like, nope, not finna do it. And so I have to give props for that
I agree.
because KB, I mean, she had me fooled at first. I was like, oh yeah, she finna say, cause she doing all of these antics. I love you, I love you. Oh, she doing like that girl. Them times I love you, but I can't go to the hunt. I love,
Oh yeah,
I love you. I
that,
can't.
yeah.
Whatever her name was, I forgot.
Yeah.
But so yeah, all of that stuff. But she told him, you deserve someone that's 100% in at the altar.
So you telling me if you knew at the time when you was walking down the aisle that you wasn't 100%
She
in?
said she didn't know what she was gonna say until she got up there.
I don't believe that, man. I'm sorry,
She
man.
said this wasn't easy.
I don't, man. This is a lifetime decision. You don't wait till you get to the last minute. Oh yeah, you think this through before you walk down the aisle. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying. And I think she knew, because like I said, the arguments they was having when she called him the B word, and it's just like I saw some red flags with KB. You know what I'm saying?
People in the comments did say they said the stuff that she was criticizing him about, she actually was her too.
Right. So I saw some red flags with her. So to me, I kind of knew also, for what we can tell, they didn't sleep together.
Mhm.
They was the only couples, the only couple at the honeymoon that didn't sleep together, and they probably never did sleep together. I never saw a kiss. Did they kiss?
Yeah, they kiss on the lips. I don't know about kissing.
Yeah. So I really didn't see no passion from her to Edmond.
That's why he was like, no cookies.
Yeah. So I felt like, okay, this no don't surprise me, but I really thought she probably would tell him before they walked down the aisle, but she didn't.
But she was like, you changed me and yada yada, all the spill.
Yeah.
But she hugged him and she encouraged him and all that stuff when she apologized again, and they kind of walked away and she was talking to him and stuff. And so he was like, man, I thought this was it, man. I love you though. I love you. And so he walked away. He was like, I need some time by myself. He walked away and I was like, where's friends? Ain't nobody, go and comfort him or nothing. But the teacher came and she was like, is it okay if I stand here? And so he was like, man, this was my last chance. Like, I done tried everything. I done did everything. She said, no, you got other chances. Your diamond out there. Maybe she was a sapphire, but she wasn't your diamond.
Like she said, this is not God's plan. God got something else planned for you. You just don't know it yet. And Evan, man, I know you might not be watching this, man, but keep your head up, brother. If somebody there for you, trust me.
Yeah. You done opened the door wide open because now you was on television show.
So don't let this get you down. I know it hurts right now, but time will pass.
I promise you.
And you will heal up and you will find somebody better. And when y'all blow up, y'all get on TV. So KB be in her one room shack. I should have stayed with her. So
yeah. So yeah. And regardless to the point, I think that I think that Edmond has a good heart,
I
in my
do.
opinion. You know, everybody got their flaws and stuff like that. I just think he got a good heart, and I think that he was in love with the idea of love. And even though KB wasn't his perfect, like to me, his person, because like some of y'all said, he probably act like a child at times, and she acted like the parent. But it's somebody out there for him. And I just still think that he got a good heart and good
Yeah,
intentions.
and it's gonna take a certain type of person that can deal with Edmund. You know what I'm saying? And see Edmund for who he is.
Mm.
And I know the way he is. Probably it is kind of difficult to date certain women. But like I said, man, you be patient, brother, and if somebody come across you.
I follow him on IG, and just as he is on his television, that is him on his IG. Even when he was selling the house, child, he was just down dancing all over the place. All right, so now let's move on.
And I saw this from a mile away. I'm talking about from a mile away. I saw this all the way from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew this wasn't going to work. I knew it, man. But I give Megan props, like the
Can I
dude.
set the story up?
Okay,
Oh shit! I actually pointer. I done wrote all these notes, and you finna just
go ahead. I
have
can
your little
cause
dancing,
I can.
dancing little
I
self
don't need to
around
write
here.
things down like you, man. I can have it in my head, man. I'm like the Rain Man.
And those are lies. Because I asked you, don't you remember say I didn't say that? I didn't say that. Who was in the car? Why we don't go to that rant? I didn't say that. You don't remember?
Yeah,
I didn't
I don't
say that.
recall
So
that.
yeah,
I don't
don't be
recall
talking about, oh yeah, I can do this. Okay, so Megan talks to Jordan. Now we ain't at the wedding, they still at their apartment. We already knew when they were still at their apartment.
I
Oh
didn't know
yeah,
what was going on.
I knew what
Yeah,
was finna
I knew
happen.
it was going to happen, but you said, huh, they're not going to show their wedding. We still got 10 minutes left.
I
They're not
said we
gonna,
got 10 minutes
yeah, and
left.
they're not going to have a wedding?
Yeah.
I said, oh, cause I was going to tell you fast forward. I thought they were going to just talk and they're going to, like, next episode, they're going to show their
I
wedding.
said not in 10 minutes.
And I
No.
said, okay,
It's
hold
an
up.
hour show. Everybody had at
Yeah.
least whatever.
And when I saw them looking the way they were looking outside, I said, stop it, play it, don't fast forward, because so juice back.
So Megan wanted to talk to Jordan. You know, I think this, I don't know if this was the day of the wedding or something like that. So she basically told him, like, we two different people. We two different people, two ships in the night. You are a picky eater. I was like, it is too. And she said, I am not. You this and I am not, and all that stuff, whatever. And she said, most men I dated in the past, they were flexible with their life. They had no kids. And Jordan said, what? Oh yeah, and Jordan did say that there is a 5-year difference, honey, because some of these ages. Okay, now this say 35 and 30, so that's about to close because they be the ages be off on the screen. But yeah, so it's a 5-year difference, and and so what did Jordan say? You knew this in the pod.
Yeah,
I told y'all.
Jordan said, I told you in the pods, you know what I'm saying? I told you I have a child, I'm a single dad, and based on, I work 9 to 5, I'm a blue collar worker, you know what I'm saying? I don't have that flexibility. And I told you that. And you say you was okay with that. And
She was like, yeah, but when I got out and just saw it for myself, it was
what
like,
she thought was gonna happen, things are gonna change. The man told her, you know what I'm saying? See, that's what frustrated me with Megan, because the guy was basically telling her how he was, and she's not used to that. That's not her lifestyle. Okay. Now,
because he was funny, remember?
yeah, because he made me laugh, and you got me putting sparkles on my tennis shoes. And I told you in the videos of the past, I said verbatim, that that laughter and that joking is gonna run out. What you're gonna have then? And when she realized that, when the joking and laughing ran out, and this was, she's got a rigid man with a rigid schedule with a child, she couldn't take it. She couldn't take it, But
Oh, and so yeah, she did say, well, I got reservations, and she was like, Jordan, I ain't gonna be able to do this. Yeah, he shed a tear. Day
yeah,
after day. What this song is?
don't do Queen Latifah. Don't do
Day
her.
after
Say it all.
day. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, he had that one tear,
Yeah, that's
and
it
he shut
all.
down after that. He shut down. He was like,
You
well,
pissed?
I gotta go get Luke. Oh, y'all said we were saying
Luca.
Luca.
Yeah.
We were saying Lucas,
Lucas.
but I gotta go get my child. Gotta go
Yeah.
get my child.
And production asked him, "Is there anything you regret?" And he said, "The only thing I regret is introducing her to Luca." And I said that. I said,
I said it too.
yeah, I said Megan should have waited until she was for sure she was gonna be with Jordan before she met the son.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you said, now the son gonna be asking Jordan, her dad, where'd that woman go? What happened to her? I thought she was gonna be my new mommy. You know what I'm saying? And how you gonna explain that to her? You know, to Luca. So yeah, man, I just think she liked the ideal of being with somebody that was gonna bring her a new perspective in life. And like he said, if I had the money she had,
He said this woman ain't ever got to work again.
but I do.
And he said, so yeah, if I was rich, I had the money, I think it'd be different. But let's put emphasis. He said she ain't never got to work again. It was like, well, because you got her own business. Nah. When you're a business owner, you still work. Okay.
Basically what you're saying.
I think she got the insurance money from my daddy, honey, and she's sitting up pretty.
Well, I think, well, she got, the dad, a wife, and another daughter. So I think he probably split them between the three.
It don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
But
It could have been a multiple million policy.
It could have been, but and Jordan, you are absolutely correct on that. I think if you had the money and the time and the flexibility like she wanted, y'all would have been married by now. But since you're a guy like I am, that work 9 to 5, blue collar guy, you don't have that flexibility. And you try to explain that to her, it's like, well, I don't care. You make me laugh. And that's all she was concerned about.
Yep, that was it. So, yep, and she said that she'll always love Jordan. I was like, girl, that's a lie, cause man come in your life, honey, you ain't gonna be studying that man. But she said he wasn't my partner. I was like, hell, for you been knew that. Oh, you should have been known that. Like,
well, I'll give her credit. She didn't put the wedding dress on. She didn't drag him down the aisle and say no.
Sister, that was.
I give her credit for that.
And to me, if you know you're gonna say no at the altar, I wouldn't even want to snatch that away from when I really find true love and have my wedding dress on. You know what I'm saying?
That's a valid point.
I wouldn't want to even
now if you do it the second time, it's kind of diminished.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of tarnished now because you've done it before.
Because to be honest, Love is Blind, this was a flop, number one. But to be honest, what if everybody said, I ain't going to that wedding. Honey, we had that 30-minute episode. You know what I'm saying? So
and
yeah.
You bringing your friends and family to the wedding to see you get rejected.
And then they meet your folks and all this stuff like that. Like,
I'm sorry, it couldn't be me. I'll be over there fighting. They go, look at Love is Blind. This is on BET. Because I'll be fighting. You tell me, have me bring my family, fly them in. You gonna tell me, you should have told me this over the freaking phone.
Okay. So yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, man. That was straight garbage, man.
Yeah.
And now the guys, these three guys, I think y'all did what y'all had to do. The guys did. It's the women. The women, y'all knew y'all was gonna say no when y'all got to the altar.
Yeah.
You could say the guys embarrassment.
And the men was hurt. The men seemed hurt.
Yeah, they were genuinely hurt. They were.
Yeah.
And you could say the guys, from embarrassment. You could say the guys from being just kind of like embarrassed in front of their families and friends. Come on, dogs.
Families and friends.
Come on, dogs. Y'all can't do that, man.
Woof, woof.
Yeah, y'all could have did that over the phone. Send me a text.
But yeah, so that's the married, what it's called, Love is Blind flop season. So it was a flop, child. And nobody's gonna stick beside her. Nobody stayed together. We ain't got no Love is Blind marriages, babies, or nothing. Just nothing. And so next Wednesday is gonna air on my birthday. So y'all can come over and bring gifts, bear gifts on my birthday when we push it out. So October the 29th, they're going to show the reunion, child, and oh, Megan, you wanted to be a mama. Oh, I got something to say. I got some exciting news or something.
She probably got with either she got back with Jordan or she got with Mike.
Yeah, if I was Jordan, I would not take her
I
back.
wouldn't take it back either.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll see what that is. But y'all drop down in the comments, let me know your thoughts and opinions, and we will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
I was put God first.
Deuces.
Hey!